You wake up and there's a whole bunch of like really gross, dead-looking vegetation around you.
Oh,
And a dead Hydra right next to you.
a dead Hydra.
So, you guys, let's see, you're on big tree island, right? Kale's a big head dude, head tree. There's a little town on the northern bit of it. Kale's waking up. He warned you that you need to get those people out of here. But you also learned that there's the druid of the town. The druid of the town says that there is some sort of problem that needs to be stopped. So you follow that, and you found these elves that were sort of working with the spiders. Some of the elves were not from this island. And then eventually you found a Nostra who was working on this camp, in this cave. You, hit him really hard. You blew you lit some things on fire. You flew out of there. A Hydra popped out. No problem. Hydra's not going to follow us. We won't worry about this. You go back, you kill the fellow, and he's in his little camp with his friends that he dimension doored to. That's what. Listen, the last time he dimension doored away. He went to a little camp where he took him and his buddies out. Aerial attack. You blitzed your way into there and just completely annihilated everything in there. And after killing all of them, you found the Nostra, who was a shapeshifter, a changeling. You went back to the cave where the cave of loot was, and also where the Hydra is. You took a peek. Hydra had a very good passive perception, and spotted you, and started chasing you. And he wasn't that fast, but the party was standing around chatting. What do we do? And chatting real loud. The Hydra was coming.
There's a Hydra coming. What do we do?
I was like, I don't really want to do this fight tonight. I'd rather have Krog here, but this Hydra's coming. So the party prepared and fought the Hydra, who I did not weaken, by the way. He was full-blown Hydra.
Oh wow.
No punches.
I
No
really
punches
would
were
have
pulled.
guessed that it was.
He was actually more than a normal Hydra. He's a fancy Hydra. Hydras don't normally have a breath weapon.
Dang.
And
We're just at the strong.
well, I pulled up like the D&D 5e Hydra, and it's kind of lame. So he got a little more spicy.
Gave me a little bit of a boost.
So anyway, most of the night was spent fighting this Hydra, who was sprouting heads left and right. No one was hitting it with fire. And
We didn't have any fire.
eventually it died.
Nice.
And you are standing. You were standing in. Sorry, I gotta rearrange something here. In the
I have to do
forest.
this so early into this, but I'll be right back.
You were standing in the forest around a dead Hydra. Krog comes stumbling in. Oh, what did I miss?
What happened?
I just point the giant Hydra.
I don't remember what board I was on.
I nod.
Doesn't matter too much. I'll leave some of you guys over here, so we can all be
Just
on the same board.
Oh, you just switched this?
Yeah, I'll switch just so we can get up on the same
Okay,
board
yeah.
in case there's any rolls. Krog comes in, as does Buren.
Buren.
Comes walking along with him as well. Buren's eyes are a little wide. He takes a step back. He looks around, sees all the dead vegetation, and he looks at all of you up and down, and then runs over to the Hydra just to look at it. And, like, he pulls out his book and he starts writing things down.
What you writing down over there?
Look at this thing. You ever seen anything like this before?
Not before today.
Oh, well, you folks are impressive. You're all okay? He says are you okay, but he's not paying any attention. He's back to writing things down. He's kind of studying this thing.
Yeah, fine, thanks.
So,
Look around us. Who has anything left in the tank? Great. Okay, here we go.
Saren says, "Woo, boy, howdy. I need a break." So he's gonna go take a little sit down.
Take a little.
He said, "If you don't mind, don't talk to me for a while. I need some time alone."
Talk to me.
Yeah.
You've got also recap. You've got I think you're on 3 days now. It's like it's late night, kind of morning of 3 days until Ulf's folk arrive. I think you're at 4 days until Kale told everyone to get off the island. And you're also, I think, at 4 days until your cloak is ready.
Okay.
But you can use your cloak now. It's
Oh,
just
that
going to be
cloak,
a penalty.
Okay, well, they'll did this so we could go look in there, so let's go look. But there were a bunch of spiders in the back, so just be ready for that.
I got my sword.
I will start walking down there.
Okay.
Across
Easy
the-
enough to
the
find the way
rickety
because
bridge.
there is the trees are split, and you can see when you get to the edge there, he like clawed his way up the mountain, started pushing trees down. But yeah, it's easy path, and as you go across the bridge, you can, especially when you're stepping not with the spell helping you out, it's a very bouncy bridge. It's not like it's clearly trapped to make ripples in the water. And you go to the door, which
I want to peek
is
in there first.
still locked.
There's still a hole in it, though.
Yeah, there's a hole to the side. You can crawl through. Yeah, you peek in there. It is there was like light in there before, and there is not any light anymore. It's dark.
Hmm. Can I hear skittering?
Give me a perception check.
$11.
No skittering.
Okay.
All
missed.
quiet.
We're looking in the cave now, but it's dark in there, and there were scary spiders before, so
Uh,
I think I have a torch. Hold on, let me look.
about to say, let me check my spells. Let me see if I got any. Oh wait, I got Druidcraft.
Can I produce light?
I think it does. Let me see. Nope. I can instantly light stuff out, a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So if there's any of those things within 30 feet of me,
You can snuff it out.
I can light them and snuff them out.
Oh.
So if there's any torches or anything around,
No torches outside.
no torches inside. How dark is it in there? Really dark.
Yeah, so
I mean-
before there was some light around. There was some candles on the alchemy table.
Yeah.
Those were lit, but now it's just dark in there. When you peek in Sunny Cheeks, you can see there's a little glow. Arrow wasn't picking it up, but you can pick it up. There's something lit in there still, but none of the table is lit anymore.
Oh, I have a hooded lantern. Beautiful.
That is very convenient.
I'll get it out
If there's a
of
little,
wherever it was.
light coming from where that centerpiece is, I mean, I left that
There's
thing
not
on
there's
fire.
not any light where there.
Oh, okay.
No light there.
But there's a glow, you said?
There's a glow to the side.
We could
And
just
when
go in
Arrow was in there, he saw.
Was the light over where the bedroom was?
Yeah, there was some lights over there and some lights on the other side also.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, what is your passive intelligence or wisdom?
Passive intelligence.
Not passive. What is your wisdom stat?
My wisdom is +1, same as my int.
Okay. We don't remember seeing any torches in there, so like it was lit with like candles or something, which would make sense that they may have burned down in this time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get the hooded lantern out, and I
Okay.
will light it. And I will go in, and I'm going to keep
I'll
my
just sneak in
eyes
there,
peeled towards the back of the room where those spiders were.
I'm just gonna go towards that glow.
Okay, you crawl in. Is Krog or Zarik going in?
Can I fit?
You can squeeze. You're strong enough.
Yeah.
You can, and you're a monk. You can squeeze.
Okay, I'll squeeze.
I go in.
You crawl in. You got a dark.
Torch.
I'm not gonna pull over the map because it doesn't play nice with computers. But you got a hallway that goes down like 30 feet or so, and then it opens up into this wide central area, and then there's kind of like a step up to both sides, And you know that to the left was like a bedroom area. Eru will tell you this. And to the right, couldn't tell what it was. It stepped up to something, some sort of platform. Couldn't tell what it was. He was in there only for a split second, though. So as you go in, you light the lantern. As you pull the lantern in, you can see that where this table was, or is, there's a table there, still there. You come in and you can see it. It's just kind of like a bit of a disaster as you shine this lantern up here. As the whole alchemy set, something you can tell you, has completely just sort of like just torn through this alchemy set. The table is all charred. The ground, he was mixing this in this sort of like this wooden barrel, which then went into this big cauldron, which then would go down this thing. This barrel is charred a bunch and cracked, and a lot of the stuff that was in that barrel is no longer in there. And as you were coming up, that red liquid that was coming out, it seems like it isn't now because there's not much left in there, but it seems like there's residue left of it as if it was overflowing that little channel. And
Grab a sample of that.
I forgot to tell you this, but as you guys came around and came up to the door, the water was almost a purplish color especially in that bay area.
Do I make anything of that? The color change?
Just as if a lot of this red stuff came out at one time.
Okay.
Sorry, that was supposed to be the lead in of this, and
Oh, right.
I didn't look at my note until afterwards.
You told us about it being that color like last time we were here.
It was starting there, but it's as if a lot of it came out at one time.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of see it
it's
down.
like he was
It was slowly
controlling the flow.
It was slowly trickling out, and then something happened. A fire ignited something, cracked something, burned a lot of things. Big rush of it came out, and you can see the residue of that on the side of the cliff, down in the water.
I want to take a look at the residue. Do I recognize it or have any idea of its function or chemical makeup or anything?
Give me a investigation. Or
I have proficiency with alchemist supplies and tools.
yeah, you give me a roll with advantage.
Natural 1.
Okay, nothing. It looks like blood. It's got like a consistency of blood and almost has that same feel to it.
Dang, I don't know nothing either. That's a terrible roll.
What's it with your plus?
If it's plus,
Plus proficiency in what? Intelligence?
yeah, I don't remember
Yeah.
what the.
We'll just
What
say
is it,
investigation.
Proficiency is 4 and whatever your intelligence is.
Oh, okay. My intelligence is 0, so.
So okay, like a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Same thing I got.
Yeah, you're not really sure what he. This is not anything that you're familiar with alchemy wise. It's not something that you would probably want to consume.
Yep.
You know that much. And you can kind of see the. You see the effect on the water and how it's staining the wall a little bit.
I will scrape some of it into a vial from my poisoner's kit
Okay.
to look at later or have someone else look at.
Okay. As you kind of investigate the table.
The spider's still there? I'm worried
No.
about the spiders. Okay.
So okay, as you go in, this table's all charred and burned up. You look back to the back of the room where those spiders were. They're there. They're all dead. They've all been charred. As something, woof, and you kind of make out something like fireball, woof, kind of expanded in here.
What were they on? Because they were swarming on something, right?
They were just kind of like piling up in the corner,
Okay.
in the back corner. They were just piling up on top of each other.
I'll go over there and just sort of try to move some away with my dagger and make sure there's nothing.
Yeah, they're all dead. They kind of go rolling away. There is just there's a bunch of them like on top of some webbing, and as you push them all away, there's there's a squirrel wrapped up in some webbing on the bottom, but that's really all there is.
Right.
So also on the table, as you're sort of looking around this place, can someone give me an investigation?
I'll do it.
There you go.
30-20.
Okay. So whatever he's using to make this stuff, you can see that some of that flour, belladonna flour, he's got a bunch of those, like a bunch of those on the table, and he's been doing something with those flowers. That has something to do with it. Also on the table there is a book. It's pretty charred, but there is a book. It's only a few pages wide. It was open, and that page that was there is all just blackened and charred. But there is a book on the table, leather bound thing. And the room behind you looks like a bedroom. There's a bed. It's been sort of like, he's got some curtains hanging up the front of it, which are charred now, and there's a trunk in there next to the bed, and then over on the other side is a platform, and on that platform, or not a platform, but like a raised step, and on that step is runes in a circle. The only light you see, also there was candles on the table. Those candles have all melted away. The candles that were in the bedroom have sort of gone down. There's one little candle left by where the runes on the ground are. There's one candle left. It's almost burned out.
Those were some weak candles. You've only been gone for like 20 minutes.
You were longer than that because you teleported away. You did the fight, and then you rested for a bit, and then you came back. So it's been a little while.
A few hours.
The book that's on the table, can I try to... First, I want to look at it to see if I can make out anything in the black page there, and if not, I want to try to very gently turn that page.
From what... I'm going to use your 20 for what you've got on there, and if, like, with some time, you might be able to, like, scrape off some of the char, or maybe find some sort of solution to maybe disperse that stuff and be able to read it, but right now you can't. But if you want to spend time with it, maybe you can figure it out. If you want to start turning the page, you're fine. You dexterous rogue. You can turn the page. And which do you want to go to the front of the book or the back of the book? It's only a couple pages each way.
Suppose I'll look at if it's open to about the middle right now, but there's only like 2 pages either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll go to the front first. The back might be empty for all I know.
Okay.
Maybe he's like a start in the middle kind of guy. And there's nothing
Maybe
in the
he's...
front either.
Well, I'm thinking because if it's like something he's writing, it may not have anything past that page.
That's what I'm saying. What if
Maybe,
he started
maybe there's
on
a
the middle
glossary in
page?
the back.
He just opened it up right to the center, and he was like, "This is where I'm starting."
That's where his art's.
It's the most
How-
aesthetic part
How
of the
evil
book.
of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the front of the page, and it's almost like a druid's handbook. He's gone through and he has found all kinds of different flowers and plants and other natural things, and he's logged them, and he's added it in. There's something mentioned with the reaction, and he's almost like a science book where he's trying to piece together how these will interact. There's no sign
Does this
about...
correlate to the book that I took?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what he's
The book that
discovered
you
here
took-
is then...
The book that you took was leading to who Kale was and what was sort of a more of a... I'm going to describe this. So the one on the table is a work list. He's working with this book. The one that you took is just sort of like a quick, like a description of, like almost an assignment. Like he was...
Okay.
The handwriting of the book that is right here that you're looking at right now, and the one you took before, not the same.
And the one that I took wasn't his plan, but his assignment, what he was supposed to do.
It was just sort of a description, and...
You said that it said to like wake Kale and make him crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's likely someone wrote that for him to follow. Is that what I'm getting
Right,
at?
yeah.
Okay.
And you're getting that the book that's on the table is his or someone else's writings.
Field notes.
Trying, yeah.
Okay, let's flip to the back of the book.
To the back of the book, he has found his elixir. You gather that well, it's leading about how this elixir that he's created is going to control, and weaken, but not kill.
Until now.
And you kind of gather that the real juice of what this elixir does is those pages that it was open to. But the end result is how this will affect. You can see how he's noted how it has affected various animals and various plants, and he's looking to weaken and subdue, but not kill.
But would I deduce then that a large dose of this poison has just been administered?
Yeah.
And likely Kale will die?
Give me a nature check.
Well,
Why is
okay.
nature intelligence?
Let me rephrase this. Do I deduce that he thinks that it will either kill or heavily harm Kale based on the fact that wasn't trying to kill him and he was only giving a little bit before and then a bunch dumped out? Nature roll is
I mean, that's a fine deduction.
okay. I don't know if this amount will kill him, but at least I think that this Nostra thought that this amount that just got dumped would have been too much and has the potential to harm Kale irrevocably.
Yeah, you can also deduce that that's probably what's going to be in the middle, is how much and how to give it to him.
Okay. That's not great.
I don't know. It could kind of be like a bonus, right?
You have beef with Kale?
No, but I also don't particularly like him or anything. And he's trying to kill all those people, and if he just kind of keels over, then... Well, this guy didn't get what he wants, and we kind of got what we wanted.
Look over at Buren and see what's his reaction to this news.
He's outside. He can come in.
Oi!
Buren doesn't need to know this.
So I'm out here keeping the cleric company. He comes in.
I will...
It was a false alarm, Buren.
Just out of curiosity, what happens if Kale dies?
I don't think Kale can die.
If you were to like
there's-
chop him down or something.
I don't know how much, there's a lot of nonsense out there with folks that worship him. But there's some stories about how, so there's the good one, Kale. There's also another side of Kale. Sort of the dark
that?
side, the dead side. I don't know, just there's the evil side. You know how sometimes the moon turns red, and then the sun doesn't rise, and these are the stories that goes with this, and this is the evil Kale doing this.
Well, that doesn't sound nice, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point.
So what do you think is next then, Buren?
Well, I think we fixed it.
Okay, great.
This is the problem, right? We've taken care of it. I think we should be good. As long as we can get him back to sleep.
And if we can't?
Well, I guess we're better than we were. As long as no one will be controlling Kale, he can kind of do his own thing. I'll be out of a home, but I don't know. I never really thought this would ever happen. My family's been watching this tree for a long, long time. And it's just been, it's a pretty nice... It's a tree. But I never thought anything would happen, You hear these stories, but... I mean, not in my lifetime. So, I don't know. Maybe this is something to consult the priests. See what they say.
Where are they?
They're in town.
Okay.
Well,
Should we try to walk back tonight, or should we rest and then go in the morning?
we rested not that long ago, right? We did like a short rest.
Yeah, but you've had a couple fights since then.
Yeah, true. Well, we could stay in the cave if you want. Or we can walk back. I can't fly us back, though.
It
So
was,
Again, this room. So you had like the workroom, which were all the alchemy tables were, bedroom, and
the
then
runes.
runes on
Oh,
the floor.
yeah.
What do we make of the runes? Anything?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, God. This is...
22.
22. This is a teleportation circle.
Ooh.
Teleportation.
Although, I don't know what we're really supposed to do with it. We can write it down, right?
Yeah, Bjorn's is like he knows what that is. Oh, I've heard about these.
Well, you're well, never mind.
Could we break it?
But yeah, why would you want to do that?
Well, obviously
Which one
that
are
guy
all
was
those
probably
things?
using it, right? There might be more.
Is there a way to where we can use it for ourselves and figure out where he's going?
I don't think they
Well,
work
I
that
can't
way.
cast that.
I think you just you come here. I don't think or you can go out, but I think you got to know where the other
Destination, It's not a.
you got to know where the other one goes.
I mean, it's nice to have here, but
I mean, is
If
it
you
drawn
are-
on the concrete, or is it like
It's like
some
etched
kind
into
of,
it.
Not concrete, but rock.
On the stone.
Okay.
Bjorn says, I think I've never seen one of these before, but I've heard about them. I think you can just like scratch it up, and it'll stop it.
look around. We should do that, yeah?
Well, I would. Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, we can just scratch it up. That'll be the easiest thing. I don't have any spells to help with this one, so. Well, I do. Just I don't have any left. Scrape it
Well,
up then.
I have a hammer. Just try to beat it
Oh.
till it cracks.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe
depending on this
someone
kind of rock,
stronger
that'd
than
be
me.
like almost impossible.
Oh, they
What
etched
kind of
into
rock
it?
is this?
It is not rock. It is what the wall you went
Petrified
through
wood?
that you went in. Yeah, it's natural. Feels like a rock, but it is a natural petrified wood feeling.
I think we're getting that rocks aren't natural. These are them artificial rocks.
Artificial rocks.
Ice is rocks, guys. I don't think you're gonna break
I'll
that thing with a
get
hammer.
I'll get the hammer out of my bag and I'll toss it to Krog. You try it.
Okay. I go at it.
Okay, give me an attack.
An
wait,
attack.
wait. I
Okay.
go, wait.
Hmm?
I'll make the hammer big. I'll cast enlarge reduce on the hammer.
On the hammer? Why not on Krog?
So we can have a
Oh.
bigger hammer. He's already huge.
I
Can
could
you
be
imagine
big.
like a
I could be
9-foot
bigger.
tall guy with like a
I
little
could be
tiny
bigger.
I
hammer?
could be bigger.
You're better off with a big hammer.
Okay, you
Okay.
now have a maul.
Okay. I will maul at the.
Okay, give me an attack. Or just give you
All right.
don't need to give me attack.
Just
Give me,
a D20.
yeah, we'll do attack. That'll do our hardness.
I dig through my bag and I find a
Oh no.
Man.
piton.
Yeah. You
When I think about
that
putting
thing.
it, like holding it like a nail for Krog, and then I look how big the hammer is, and I decide against that.
You slam that hammer into the stone, tree stone, and it doesn't do anything. It's solid.
Okay.
That's
Can
kinda
try
what I
again?
figured.
You can try again.
Just waiting for that nat 20. Oh, it's getting better.
Swing number 2. Wham! Nothing.
I said, hand it here. Your form is terrible. Hand it
Hey,
here.
Grey Death.
Your form
I'll
is
go-
terrible.
I'll give it to Sariq.
Okay.
Have at it.
So it's a very big hammer.
It's a very big
Alright.
hammer, yeah.
Try to deal with bigger. Just
It
want
would
me to
look like
attack on this.
comically large in your hands.
I will do what Krog was doing.
'Kay.
Oh no.
Okay. Again. Wham! He just
You
cannot.
did exactly what I did.
we used all of our good rolls last session.
Oh, man.
I'll try it one more time.
Nice.
There we go.
What is that?
What is it? It's plus my. It's just my attack roll, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So +9.
Give me 2d6 plus your strength.
8 plus. I think that's 5. Yeah.
Okay. You swing this thing and wham, and you hear a crack. And you remove the maul. You look over there, and there's a little crack, a little hairline crack. Goes a little bit through one of the runes, one of the
Hey, guys.
etchings.
Enough.
Was there
Wait.
any kind of like
It was allowed.
spark or anything like visually? No.
I just had an amazing idea.
Yeah, do it one more time, and I'll put the python. I'll get the python just in the crack a little bit.
Okay.
Like, here, hit that.
Okay, I'll do that.
What was do you roll your damage? 8. What was it?
That's
8 plus what? How much? Plus 4?
+5.
5. Okay.
I didn't roll that good.
And that one, yeah, you hit it. The piton, like, as you hit it, it goes flying out. You got a good
Like
hit,
a
buddy. You hit
bullet,
you hit a little bit on the angle, and it pew pew
Yeah,
pew
look
against the
over.
wall.
Look over at Zerk. Really?
You see Buren drop down to the ground as he's got a piton stuck in his head.
You killed Buren.
The thing is highly uneven. All right.
Highly.
Why don't we just?
It's the mall's fault.
It's high.
Yeah.
Bad hammer.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I'll go grab the
Only a
python.
craftsman
Grab the
plays.
piton. Okay.
Couldn't we just
try
like?
one more time.
We need
and I'll
we
just
need a rest
put it in
anyways,
there.
right?
Yeah, start resting.
We could rest here and then I can just stone shape it away, or I can stone shape a hole right in the middle. That way, if somebody TP's in, they fall in.
We can't get a long rest here.
Why not? This guy was sleeping here.
Well, if you
Above the
seal
table.
the hole that you made, then you would feel secure.
I wouldn't. There's a spider hole in the back.
There's a
Well,
spider.
they
hole
weren't
in there.
messing with him.
Do you want me to hit it again?
Yeah,
I mean,
hit
go
again.
for it.
All right. Awesome. I'll hit it again.
Let the
There we
Okay,
go.
give me that
piton
damage.
up again.
Is the piton there?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, number 13. Whammo! And it a loud crack, and you look and you lift them all up, and the piton is in the stone. You nailed it in there.
Is
Nice.
that enough?
Do I
Okay,
think it's
Buren, if that's enough.
non-functional now?
Give me an Arcana check.
Where's Buren?
Arcana check's gonna be like, this thing was never functional. What are you doing?
Baron goes up and looks.
24. Natural 19.
Ooh. Well, I guess it looks fine to me. Yeah, it probably did the trick. Eru.
Okay.
Not really any way to know it. Like, if you can detect magic, you would know, but without that, not way of being certain, but that's probably enough. You're not sensing anything off of it, but you never were before, but
I don't have any more spell
you got
slots.
one of the runes is pretty well messed up.
Okay.
What else do we have to check out? Wasn't there like one more thing?
I'll go in the trunk. Go look in that trunk that was in the bedroom.
There is a trunk. Opening it up.
Check it for traps.
No, well, give me a investigation. Don't worry about
I
it.
feel like
No-
this is
no
unnecessary
traps.
at this point.
Locked.
Locked. I'll
Yeah.
try to. I'll try to pick the lock.
Okay.
19.
Okay. It takes a little bit, but eventually you'll get there. Where's my... I had a thing for this. 1 second. So in the trunk, you find a couple more of them robes. A couple of the robes that the Nostra wear.
Okay.
You find some clothing in there. Also in there, you find a there's a couple different sets of there's a monocle in there. There's 2 different sets of glasses in there, which a rare thing, very rare thing. Give me I'll just tell you, you're a rogue, so you kind of gather with the different kinds of a couple different sets of clothing, the robes, and this is almost like a disguise thing. Like he is.
A disguise kit.
It's not a disguise kit, but yeah, it's basically. You get the idea that he's got these with him so that he can look different.
Does one of the sets of glasses have a big nose attached to the
And
with a mustache
and a
underneath it?
This guy's got a whole different
I
face.
suspect.
Oh. And there is a dagger in there.
Is it ornate looking?
It is pretty nice looking. It the hilt of it is like it almost looks like it's made of web. The dagger itself, the blade is black, and the handle's like a white webby look to it.
I'll look at it, and I'm gonna grab it by the blade. Just put it away for now.
Why won't you touch that thing?
I don't like spiders or webs.
Is it gonna do something cool if you grab it?
I don't know. It looks sticky.
I mean, it's probably not sticky. Was there anything stuck to it? Any dust or anything?
Yeah, and I'll grab it by the blade and hold it out to him.
I'll grab it. I'm not scared of no knives.
Okay, it's a nice feeling knife. Well balanced, feels good.
As all things should be.
I think it's just a nice knife.
Okay.
And I'll hand it back.
Grab it by the blade again and put it away. I'll look at it later. So you said there was the knife and the... What were the other things?
Knife, clothing, robes, glasses, monocle, and you know, if I was a little more organized, I'd have this stuff. I should use Notion more often. Is that everything? Clothes, robes, glasses, monocle, all the whole set. Dagger, and a pouch of gold, of money. Which you find 250 gold in there.
Whoa.
Ah, dang.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah, Saren was holding gold for you, Krog.
Oh.
250 gold, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What should we all get?
I'll give everyone 50 gold.
50 gold.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, I'm not completely broke.
How many pairs of glasses? Just one?
2 glasses, 1 monocle.
He was a classy guy.
Was there a top hat in there?
A top hat.
And a cane?
He
How
wasn't.
much gold did we
With
get
the, with the
last
sword inside of it.
He was classy, not dapper.
Oh,
he was
Nice.
no Mr. Peanut.
he was more of a monopoly man.
How much gold did we make last week?
None?
Oh, okay. How come Krog got money?
I don't remember how much we got last week. Saren knows.
Yeah, there was some money.
Yeah,
last week.
I'll ask him.
That was left over from another event.
Okay.
You found some gold
Yeah, tummy
in
ache.
the cave from the elves.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Well,
Okay. Let's,
We wanna-
I
Much gold does
guess
it
we're
we'll
like
matter?
stop and
really
we'll go
far
back in
from
the
the
morning.
town, right? Okay, go back in the
Yeah,
morning.
you're probably about
That sounds-
10
What,
hours or so.
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna take a nap here, or are we gonna go up top? Smack Saren
Sounds
awake
good
for a
as
bubble.
any. Slaps
That
that.
I
bubble
don't know if
Hey,
I have it
make a
in me
bubble.
tonight, guys. I think we need to sleep without it.
Dang.
Spits into his spittoon.
I'll cure wounds. Yeah. Ding.
Okay.
So are we camping here, or are we going out?
I think we're staying here.
It's like bright and early in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning.
Oh, it's 6 in the morning
Oh.
right now?
Oh,
Because you came in. Am I right about this?
I thought it was night. Like,
I thought it was like middle of the night, like midnight.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you're right. And then we went over there. Yeah, okay. So we'll say it's like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
we'll sleep here for tonight then.
Okay. You gonna patch the hole?
I will. I mean, it's not a big hole, right?
Big enough for Krog to get in, squeeze in, but mostly big enough for human-sized.
We could just stack some stuff in front of it because I can't fix it. Well, at least
I'll,
not
yeah,
right
I'll
now.
just grab the table and just put it in front of the top of the table against the hole.
Yeah.
Um,
Then I'll sit with my back to the. Well, I won't do that. I will sit in the corner looking at the table.
as you're moving the table.
Yeah. Make sure everything's.
Well, Krog should help with
nothing's
that
on it.
I could. Yeah.
because I can't even like look at the
Yeah.
table without my arms collapsing.
Boy, that table looks heavy.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Okay.
Krog just picks up the table.
You putting things on the ground nicely. You're just gonna set them.
I'm putting them down nicely. Yes.
Nicely.
You pick
I
the
don't know
table
what
up
all's in it yet.
and you start hauling this thing over here. Krog, you feel there's something under this table. Something as you're moving this
Lifts
thing.
it up and I look under there. Hey, look at that.
There
It's
is.
a spider.
No.
Wait,
There is a drawer under the
a
table.
drawer.
But you don't know
There's
how
a
to. You don't
drawer.
know how to get into the drawer. But you see that there is a box under the drawer under the table.
Ooh. Hidden
Can
box.
I investigate for
Sure, investigate that.
that? 28.
No, that's good. Okay, so you see this thing and you get your dagger and you're gonna twist a little thing and blink, this little drawer pops out, and inside is a letter.
Oh.
Oink. Start reading the letter.
The letter addressed to, not addressed, but first word, the first name on the top is
Tail Island
to-
cave area.
Yeah.
Madobu. That was his name.
Madobu. We know that name. Where's that
Madobu.
name from?
That's the name of.
Oh, the Lord. That's the Lord of the Spider.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Nostra you just killed.
Yep.
It is real short and sweet. The job is done. Deliver him to Sora. Signed -R.
It's Rick.
God dang, Rick.
Deliver him to what?
Sora.
They said the job is done.
When the job is done, take him
When the
to
job is
Sora.
done, or they said the job is done.
When the job is done.
No
Deliver
trust.
him.
No trust in me at all.
Deliver him to Sora. SORAH.
Any
that the
idea
gums
who
we're talking
Sora
about?
is? Have we heard?
Give
that
me
name
a
before?
history check. Anyone can give me one of those.
I can do that.
I will not know.
It's about as good as all my other intelligence
Nice.
rolls. So
Oh, 18. So 19 total.
19, pretty good.
I don't remember nothing. Ow, this hat has a button on top of it.
Hey, +5, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Zarik. Krog doesn't care.
24.
Did you roll? I missed it. Zarik. Yeah, Sora. As you see Zarik get a little scared. Sora is a Tarask.
I've read the Dungeons and Dragons wiki. All you gotta do is fly above it and shoot it with arrows, and it can't win.
With that good roll, you know that's it's a Tarask that used to sort of like terrorize the world from the stories you've heard, but it was buried in a swamp somewhere.
Right.
Maybe this is more a location than a person.
Maybe this is like,
Maybe
well,
it's
yeah.
still alive. I don't know.
I would assume it's still alive. Maybe they're taking that thing there to like so it can eat a giant magic toothpick and come back to life.
I'm gonna say you know that even with that it's a good roll. You know that there's a swamp called the Elkenheart Swamp. That is not far from the Lizardmen lands, between the Lizardmen and the Snake Folk lands. There's a swamp there, and the story goes that there's a druid that's like keeping this watch over this place, keeping this thing asleep.
Well, Bjorn's a druid. Maybe he would know who this druid is. We
Bjorn
all know each
says-
other, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a big communal thing. We get together at the shrine circuit.
Bjorn's kind of sitting there quietly, but then as you start saying that, he starts nodding his head, like he knows. Yeah.
We'll look over at Sunny Cheeks. How about you?
I have no idea who this guy is,
All right.
and can confirm that most druids just don't know each other. Pretty spread out. Also, how can you tell who's faking it or not these days?
Look over at Bjorn. How can you tell?
Who's to say one druid is no different than another druid just because they've mastered another technique of casting spells?
Very deep, Bjorn.
Maybe not all of us are blessed to have spells spewing out of our bodies whenever we want. We have to learn.
Well, yeah, I had to learn too. It was just more about praying to the god of, the stars and stuff or whatever to get my power. You just chose to read a book. Reading books is for losers.
He says as I've got like a book and a note in my hands.
Those are important. Those are real short. You had to read a lot of books.
Okay, you place the table in front of the hole.
Yes.
I will take first watch.
Okay, I'll
Do we
take
want to
second.
sleep up against the back of the table? Croc can do that. He can lean up against it.
If Krog gets big, he can just just become a boulder practically.
That only lasts like 10 minutes though.
Oh. Dang.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
first
no,
watch.
not even that. 1 minute.
Is everyone
Hope you guys swung that hammer real fast. It only lasted for a minute.
everyone sleeping? Everyone else is sleeping?
Yeah.
Eru, actually, I need everyone to make a con save
Wait.
real quick.
What?
A couple hours into
Real quick.
the watch, Eru, you feel the ground start to kind of quake a little bit.
Oh.
Con check.
11.
I've
You-
been
you
able
didn't-
to
you
read
didn't
the
make it.
night.
You feel this rumbling. As long as you get above a 10, you wake to feel it as well.
Oh,
Okay.
And it starts out pretty gentle, but about the time you start kind of waking up, it's starting to get kind of like, it's starting to get good sized quake.
But look, is
We
Bjorn awake?
Yeah, he wakes. Well, let me see. Nope, he's out.
I look over at Bjorn. What is with this guy? What is going on, guys?
an earthquake?
Feels like an earthquake.
We should get out of this cave.
It might be really stable. I look around. Does it look like things are shifting, or does it look like it's...
This is a very big open cave. There's a good chance that any of this could fall at any time.
Give me a nature check.
I don't need that nature check. I am gonna leave.
Are you gonna leave? How are you gonna move the table?
You got to move Krog
Well, we
first.
just got a short rest. Yeah, I gotta move Krog first. He's awake.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Let's
awake.
Have him move it.
You didn't get a short rest because you already used your 1 hour short rest.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll do a nature check too.
19 nature.
It's because of the way that because it's not stone and it's like roots and branches that are making this thing up. It seems okay. There's nothing like rattling around. Nothing is falling from up there. And it's going pretty good. And then by the time like you've had this chat and you're like, I wonder if we should leave, it kind of starts to settle back down.
Huh.
That's
And
probably just
all
Gale
quiet again.
About to kill us all or something.
He's probably just heaving. He's getting ready to like do one big tree barf. He'll get rid of all this.
Okay.
That's how
so,
nature works.
Have a nice sleep then.
Who's on second watch?
How nature
Me.
works.
Okay.
Take a watch.
As you're waking up, Zarik and everyone's getting ready to go to bed. You see 4 little spiders, small little spiders, come crawling in from the back wall.
I stab them and then go to sleep.
Okay. Easy enough. They are stabbed.
Why would you stab a spider and not just step on it? It would be so much harder to stab it. They're so small and fast.
Well, I didn't know it was a big tarantula. I don't want to step on it.
Yeah, it's tarantula sized.
He's over there
It's
with like a foot-long dagger going.
Trackball sized. Trackball sized mouse.
Yeah.
Not mouse.
Seen
Spider.
tarantulas get stepped on. I don't want to. That's not for me.
Give me your perception check, David.
Like you
Yes,
can feel it
got a
under your
20.
foot. Ugh.
I got 20 on it.
What'd you get?
20.
Okay. About 15 minutes into your watch, it starts to rumble again. It's quaking,
wow.
starts rumbling, and this one's getting a little bit more sizable. Wakes everyone up. Rocking
Is it the
around and
spiders?
rumbling.
What's going on?
Where's the... Okay, so wait, hang on. You said spiders started coming in the back door before we started going to bed.
Yeah.
What's back there? I want to go look.
Okay,
saw
so
the dead
Zarik,
spiders
the earthquake on. Zarik gets up and stumbles over there to go look. Anyone else doing anything while this is quaking?
I'm trying to maintain meditation.
Well, if I'm awake again, then I'll have Krog move the table so I can go outside and look. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna do. Yeah, so I'll move the table.
Okay, move the table. Who's going out?
Me and Krog.
Yeah, I'll go out too.
You step outside, and where last you have this bridge going over, and this little like land stretches out to it. You know, that land is you can see it like dwindling away, and everything's sort of getting pushed inward. The ground is, it looks like it's giving way to the ocean, but you're kind of sure that's not how this island works. And it's like crumbling away and moving inland. It's almost to the bridge.
So the land is receding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
And it's
peek my
still
head back in the hole.
still quaking. Zarik, you go in and there's a little hole big enough to stick your arm in.
Where's the light?
You should totally stick your arm in
Yeah.
the spider hole. Nothing bad will happen.
I look over in the corner and see him getting ready to fist a spider hole, and I'm like,
You
I
go
don't want
get.
anything to do with that.
There's a hooded. Eru has a hooded lantern. He's trying to meditate. Maybe he won't notice you.
Take it.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt
I
his
left the hood
meditation
and
right
lantern
now.
just on the floor on, so
Okay.
they could see.
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll look.
The quaking begins to slow down as you guys come back inside. And Zarik, you go peek in there. You don't see anything, but you can only see a few feet in. It's like a curve. It kind of curves up a little bit.
I need a flashlight.
Okay, the two of you come back in as the earthquake is slowing down.
I'm gonna go wake up Eru, or I don't know.
Everyone's awake.
I'm gonna break his meditation concentration.
Except for Saren, he's out
What is
cold.
it?
He's nothing's waking him up today.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna leave him here in the cave. So like the whole island is receding beneath us. Or it will be soon.
What do you mean?
I mean that the land is moving back, like towards us, back towards the center, probably back towards the tree if I had to guess.
And I'll get up and go look outside. So is this like?
It was probably that incredibly huge dose of poison.
No. So is it like the island is like?
Yeah, you know,
pulling in,
you
or is it like the
you make
water
a-
is rising? Or?
you make a pizza and you put the dough down and it kind of starts to shrink in.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Starts to shrink
So
in, at
the
least,
literal,
in
like-
front of you here.
Yeah.
It's like
The bread is pulling away
it's,
from the
yeah,
bowl,
it's,
Isaac.
it's you see these trees and they're like crumbling. It looks like they're falling down. Like it comes back and you can see a tree kind of. Well, you come out there, you don't see it. It's not doing it anymore. You see this tree like leaning over the ocean. And as you go out and look, there's no earthquake anymore. It's not doing it anymore, from what you can tell at first glance. And it's like the land is sort of just curling under.
But it's not like the water is rising at all, or it's not like the island is sinking.
wanna-
It's just shrinking.
Do you want to go in and look?
I just want to look and see if how close the water is to the bridge. 'Cause I had a decent
oh, no,
idea,
that
but
hasn't
I've been
changed.
there.
Yeah, land. Yeah, it's not sinking. It's shrinking.
That's
Remember
very
Shrinky
weird.
Dinks?
I remember a few weeks ago, Zarik was I think it was Zarik looking at it, and there was no sand, there was no beach to this island. It was all just island. And whenever he stuck his hand, he could actually reach underneath the island and hit the top, the bottom of it, under the water.
Yeah.
I'm sure he relayed that to you.
He just kept that.
It's
little
as if you're on
tidbit
a
to himself.
big, at least on the edge. It doesn't go. It doesn't.
Like a
it
mushroom
doesn't.
stalk type.
It doesn't slope down, but it like curls under. It's just like sitting on the
Like
water.
a big floating dock made of vines.
Yes.
It is peculiar.
I mean, but we already knew that, and now it's receding beneath us, and we should beat it back to the center, or back to town, or back to somewhere. Don't want to be here unless you want to be swimming.
And I don't like to be swimming, so I guess are we going to try to walk now, or are we waiting till morning?
I think we should probably just go now,
Okay, Bjorn, Saren, we're going.
because like if this thing, let's say that this cave is independent from the ground, and then the ground goes from beneath us, we just fall in the water, right?
I have no idea. This is not something I have any experience with.
I'm using my deduction powers like you were earlier.
I don't understand how a cave could be separate from the island it is within. But
Well,
sure.
I don't know how an island would recede back to the center either, so things are just a little wacky right now. But like if
Okay,
we're
let's
standing
go
on the
then.
floor and the floor is island, and then the top of the cave isn't part of it, and then it's like the floor moves out from under us, and we go whee into the water.
Right, let's go.
Glad I could get that across.
I'll grab Saren.
Sure.
Okay. So you step outside, you crawl through the hole, go back outside, or you can just unlock the door. As you're crossing over the bridge, are you gonna climb? The land from that little is really close to the bridge now. There's not much land left on that little strip.
But it's still passable?
Yeah.
We
We can
got
cross
two
across the
people who are
bridge.
not
As
great
far
for
as you can
climbing,
tell.
So
Yeah.
Let's
Let's just
just
do
go
the easy
quickly.
way.
Okay. You step over the start walking over the bridge, and Saren has really good vision at night, right?
Yeah. He's got like
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
God
Okay,
vision.
so he play Saren for a moment. He wakes up for a minute, and he looks down as he's crossing this bridge, and you just hear from behind you, "What in tarnation?" and he says, "There's a whole lot of fish down there." You look. He's pointing down there, and you all look down. And you see there's just like schools of fish are in this bay now.
Oh.
They're alive or they're dead.
They're
like
alive.
floating
They're
on the
alive,
surface.
swimming around. It's like when you go to those. You ever been to like a fish farm?
Yeah.
And you can see them like on the you can see them
Yeah, you do
swarming
this, and you
around.
throw the food out, and they go.
Yeah, it's like that right down
all
there.
over the place.
Yep.
Oh my.
Man, we
Uh,
couldn't hear
Points
that.
for or against?
They're not
blue
splashing
loss?
around. They're just there's a lot of them swimming around.
Gotcha.
They're not breaking the surface.
They're not breaking the surface.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Well-
fishermen will know. Maybe the fishermen think blue and loss is gone or something. Let's go.
We are the fishermen.
As you get on that land and you start crossing over the thing, and it's only like a 5-10 foot, depending on how wide it is or where you are, strip of land now. Before it was about a 40-50 foot wide thing, and it is starting. Even though there's no earthquake going on right now, you can see that like the grass and the stuff is starting to kind of very slowly curling down over the edge where the water is. You come around.
We'll go quickly.
Come around, you make your way up the hill, and you're back to where your campsite was earlier this night.
Yeah, night before.
No, earlier this night.
Oh.
I guess it was
you're
night
right.
before. Maybe it was night before too. No, I think it was just earlier this night. So you got like a 10-hour walk back. You walking the whole way. It's going to be an exhaustion thing if you're going to be trying to do this.
How about we go like half, and then we take a nap? Where's that tower we were at that we purged all the spiders from already?
Yeah, that's only 2 hours from here.
Oh, okay.
Listen, that'll give us plenty of time. The land seems to be moving back very slowly.
What?
Seems pretty fast to me.
I feel like we should get back to the town. What if it's gone?
Well, let's say
'Cause it had a dock, right? It was on the ocean.
we 10 hours anyway, so maybe it's gonna be gone by the time we get there anyways, and then we'd just be tired and there'd be nothing there.
I'll look over at Buren.
That sounds awful.
Anything to add to this, Buren?
He's a little distracted. He's like, oh. He says, and
Yeah,
he
it's disappearing. Do you know anything about that?
He says, look at Kale. And you look up at Kale, and Kale is very dim. You can barely make him out. Like before, he was a bright orange.
Dumb. Just
Just dumbest
very
tree you've
dim.
ever seen. Incredible. Hey guys, tell you what. If we sleep, I'll go over there and I'll cast Awaken on Kale. I'll juice him again. It'll be like starting a car battery.
That would
Or,
be
I mean,
hilarious, but
sorry, it'll be like
it does have
it'll
a
be like.
reagent cost.
Oh wait, does it?
I think so.
Let me look.
Like a
Let me
jade
scan
something?
my.
Yeah, it's expensive. You can't
my
just go around,
mind library.
awaken. You can't just have like
Well, I just got 50 gold.
Beauty
so,
and the Beast this thing. Have your cutlery walking around with you.
Yeah, you can't have lead singers of the police.
An
walking
agate
around with
worth
you.
at least 1,000 gold. God damn it! Why are all these druid spells so expensive? I know why you read books. You don't want to deal with this.
He says, I've Kale, like he'll change his form sometimes. It's how bright and how dim, and pulses sometimes. He's been pulsing recently. I've never seen him that dim before.
You wouldn't happen to have an agate worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, would you?
Fresh out. I'm sure they have him in town though. There's
Oh,
a-
he just had one.
Well, you got some pull in the town, right?
I mean, you still have to pay for things.
Well, yeah, you don't.
What if-
You're like the town druid? Everyone respects you. You couldn't walk in there and say, "Hey, man, could I have an agate worth 1,000 gold pieces to maybe potentially save the island and all of us from dying?"
How's this going to save things?
Well, I don't know. It's just a shot in the dark, but it's better than any other plan you've come up with.
I don't know. It's a shot that's completely random. Who knows?
I don't think I have any agates.
I think you're a liar. But, especially since you said that they definitely did have them right before you said they didn't. Can't hoodwink old Sunny Cheeks.
We've been hoodwinked. Are we going to the spider tower, or are we trying to walk back?
Well, I'm fine with Spider Tower, because then I get to sleep. But, I mean, if you really want to walk all the way back, we can.
I'll say you can make it to the spider tower without a exhaustion check, but if you're gonna go further than that, it'll take a check. Except, well, yeah, because you did first. Yeah, so except for Zarik, because he already got a good 4 hours in.
Well, you know, the head of the town.
Actually, I guess
said if we could
everyone
get-
got 4 hours in, didn't they? Except for Eru.
Yeah.
But I got some because I meditated.
For 15 minutes.
Aren't you talking about?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I hate you all.
So
That's the worst.
you'll all be good for half the way there, except for Eru.
The leader of the town said that he'd be willing to do anything we said as long as you were there. So, like in the morning, I'll fly into town, and you can convince him. We tried to convince him to get everyone to leave like a week ago. Well, 3 days ago at least.
Are we sure we still need to? We don't. You want to leave? You just want an agate.
Well, I want either of those things, but I mean, they could have left 3 days ago, and then we wouldn't be having this problem.
They may not need to leave though.
The island is.
Listen, that tree is pulling
Maybe just
back
that. Maybe just
everything.
over there is shrinking. They have that red stuff in the water. Those weird fish.
What do you think?
Were
The
the
fish
fish
are like
weird?
eating it?
I've never seen that many fish in one spot around here.
Oh, it's like it's come tomorrow. They're all going to be like slowly walking out of the water on their
Yeah.
back fins.
Zombie fish coming up to
Zombie
land.
fish.
Okay.
Well,
I think
I mean-
I would like to know what's going on with the town for sure.
okay. Well, then we can push through. We'll get there. It's just if anything is wrong.
It's everything sucks already. Yes, I know. Air's just the crankiest ever after getting 15 minutes of meditation only.
You can get like a whole night of meditation.
Well, where are we
Let's
going?
flip a coin.
That's what I'm asking. Okay,
1 and 2.
let's vote.
1 to 2. Well, here's my vote.
I
1
vote
to 2
tower.
is tower. 3 and 4 is
Oh.
walk to town.
Okay, we're flipping it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, my vote is walk to town.
Okay. So we got to walk to town,
Walk
tower.
to
I'm
town.
saying tower too because the
I'm
town could
saying
be
the
there or not.
tower.
Zarik, what do you say?
I'm saying the tower.
Okay.
Tower it is.
Why did we make me flip a coin?
That was just for your vote. I
To
thought
the
it was like
tower.
a. I thought it was like a. I couldn't make this decision. Let me flip a coin, kind of thing.
Like Two-Face?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like the famous Batman villain, Two-Face.
oh, man.
Or
On the
Harvey.
on the walk to the tower, I want to try to keep an eye out for any spiders walking around.
Okay, give me perception. I'm gonna say Joe rolls a good survival check. That's what he does.
18.
Yeah. So you're 30 minutes in, and you see some spiders making their way, coming your direction. 4 of them.
I pat her on the back. I go, listen, if there's too many spiders, we can just go.
You
Are
hear
they still acting like there's more than one of them in a group?
Hey, wait,
what does that mean?
are there spiders?
There's 4 of them altogether.
Are they still like there are 4?
Mm-hmm.
And that's weird, right?
4 spiders walking together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never seen that before.
That's strange.
That's
Hey,
You have.
hey,
You saw this the other day.
Arrow.
Besides this island.
Was that your? What'd you roll? Perception. What'd you get?
18.
18. Okay,
Do a
so
nature
you
check to see
also
if this is
also stands out to you is you hear bird chirping. It's like 2 in the morning. No, it's what time is it? It's 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
5:15. Probably 5:30 now. You guys yammered about a long time about where to go. 5:30. So maybe it's okay for birds, but there's a lot of birds songs ahead.
What is happening?
I don't know. Interesting stuff. Probably all the birds and animals getting not happy about the island going away. I don't know. But hey, you think that knife controls spiders?
I
Oh
don't.
man, that would be cool.
So the 3 spiders are walking, and they don't seem to pay any attention to you, except for one of them.
We have that knife.
As it gets
Pull out my dagger.
As it gets to where the group of you are, it immediate shift and starts walking straight at you. It looks like it's going to you, Eru.
Give me the knife.
Me?
Give me the
Mhm.
knife.
Sun cheeks is
Oh
happening.
man, this could
And
be
it's-
interesting.
It's skittering on the ground. And it's coming straight at you. And as it gets
I'll
closer, it's
take a,
right at you,
I'm gonna
Eru.
like take couple big steps to the side
It-
out of its current line, just to make sure that it's walking towards me.
It's walking towards you, and as you it immediately turns at you and continues walking towards you. It doesn't speed up any. It's just walking normal,
Oh.
walking straight at you.
I will reach in the bag and grab the webby knife.
Okay.
And is there a tree nearby?
Yeah, trees everywhere.
Throw it at one of the trees and get to stick in the tree.
Okay. The
Where's the spider going?
spider's still coming at you.
Oh.
No!
Oh. What?
Honey cheeks,
have?
talk to the spider.
I don't, think
want
can.
any.
Can I animal handle that? A spider? Is that a thing?
Sure.
I'll go and walk over and grab that knife out of the tree again, put it back
Okay.
away.
As you walk over there, it's following you.
Honey cheeks. Honey cheeks.
I cannot.
Wait,
Yeah,
how?
You trying to pick it up? What are you trying to do with it?
I don't know. Run up to it and bid
Here,
it a
buddy.
good day.
Come here.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up and you pet the spider, and it doesn't seem to pay any attention to you.
Oh.
Wow.
It acts like a spider
Okay.
would that you went up and petted it. It's
I will get.
It's-
Everyone,
but
what
it's
else do you
you.
have in your
What
bag?
do we got here?
That
What
you
do I
start-
got? What
There
do I
you
got?
nope, doesn't pay any attention. It doesn't do that.
It didn't do that?
No. This is not a big
Okay,
spider.
I'll
This is another
I'll just
You want me to kill
trackball
it
size
for
spider.
you?
It is big for in real world terms. I would be
I'll just get
terrified of it.
my regular dagger out and just stand there and wait and see what it does. If it gets on my foot, I'm just gonna brush it off with the flat end of the.
Okay. Yeah, it walks
Dagger.
up to you and it starts getting up onto your foot. You toss it away and it skitters on the ground. It gets up and starts skittering back to you.
Honey cheeks, I'm going to kill this thing if you don't figure out what it's
I mean-
doing.
Oh wait, I do have speak with animals. I'll cast that.
This whole time.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Hey, big dog, how's it going?
It's been such a long day.
I'm tired.
All right, I
Okay.
cast speak with animals.
How long does it take to cast that? Is it instant?
No, it's not.
So I thought it was a 10-minute spell.
It is.
Okay.
Catch that thing in a jar.
Get it in a jar. Oh god.
just like take your jacket off and lay it on top of it and like pin it down or something.
It keeps walking up to you. It gets to your boot. You brush it away.
Let it get on you. I want to see what happens.
Can I just run in circles for 10 minutes?
Everyone's-
You're,
Like the
you're
Pied
faster
Piper
than
of spiders.
you're faster than it. It is following you. 2 minutes. You do this. 2 minutes goes by.
Just a nice light
You're
jar.
just,
just
you're just
running
walking
around.
around.
Sonny
The spider is
Cheeks,
just
fast, faster.
scurrying around, following you. And each of you notice that the trees are starting to get a little more lively, and
Oh.
the bird, like one
Lively?
bird, comes in and sits in a tree.
Oh,
Another
that
bird
was
comes.
the
Yeah, right. Not D&D lively.
Oh
Birds
yeah, I
in
was
the
like,
trees.
"Wait, trees.
Um,
What?"
They've been awakened.
Zarik's sitting there, and you look over, and you
Wrong
look. There's 5 butterflies just sitting there on a tree, right next to you guys.
Uh oh.
And the trees are starting to get louder and louder as these birds are starting to come in and sit on the trees.
I can do speak with plants
What?
too, but that takes 10 minutes as well.
Just keep casting. I'm gonna get ahead of the spider. and I'm just gonna stop.
going on?
Just yell, stop! And see if anything happens.
The spider keeps on going.
It's not working. Keep casting.
As you shouted "stop," a couple of the birds flittered off, and then they flew off, and then they went kind of the direction you guys came from.
All right.
He's
well,
still casting. Also, Buren, what is going on?
Cast some druid spell.
I have no idea.
What kind of druid are you? Just keep running around in circles.
Somehow worse than me. It's taking me 10 minutes to cast this thing.
The birds start making their way down, start flying. Which way you guys going? Southeast, the way you guys came from. As you're walking around trying to avoid this spider, a couple butterflies go and land on your back, Eru,
Oh.
and they're just sitting on your back, doing their butterfly thing as you're running around.
Sunny cheeks, please.
They don't seem to be minding anyone else. No one's paying any attention to anyone else. The other butterflies that were on there, like there was 5 of them. 2 of them went on to Eru. The other 3 fluttered off. And the birds are starting to make their way down the way.
Where's Teztusmo?
Yeah, I know. This is the ultimate Tez Tuzmo moment.
Okay, 10 minutes go by.
Yeah.
I'm
Buren's
so tired of running.
Buren's sitting down taking a nap.
10 minutes isn't that long.
He got
He was real tired.
his sleep was woken up. He got interrupted. He's real groggy. He needs his bear coffee.
All
Good
right.
information, Sunny cheeks.
All right, what do these animals want? Animals of the forest! Heed my call!
Hungry.
Oh, what?
What? Did you tell me that?
So you hear from the spider, hungry,
We could tell from his eyes.
hungry.
Oh,
Oh,
Why-
And then
you only
and then
going
there's
for
a bird sitting in the tree, and you hear hungry, hungry.
it's not.
Do you relay this information to
no,
me?
not yet. I'm just like looking
Thank
at
you.
him, I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like,
I need
So,
to insight check Sunny cheeks.
Oh man.
I'm saying this in animal language. So, what are you hungry for? Why are you only hungry for him? I was literally sitting there still for 10 minutes.
We don't want you.
Well, that's nice.
He has it.
What does he have?
Food.
Oh, that's all you want is food?
Yeah.
Arrow, get some food out. Do you have food on you?
What are they saying, Sunny cheeks? I'm like running around in circles.
They really want some of your food.
You all have food. What's wrong with your food?
I don't know. Your food must taste the best.
I'll keep running. I'll think about for a second, and I'll reach in my pack
Where's Arrow
and grab
from?
the
Is there
vial that I put the junk in, and I'll like hold it out. And is there any change?
The spider, as soon as it comes out, you hear cheers of spider glee. Woo! Yes, hungry, hungry, hungry.
Wait a second. Why are you eating that stuff?
So good.
What?
I want it. More. I want it.
Oh. Okay, so the stuff is like.
And as he's
turning
saying that,
animals
you hear
crazy?
2 birds. My oh, get it,
Oh.
mine. The bird kind of dive bombs, kind of like a cat. Dive bombs your
no.
hand and flies.
Like a magpie.
Yeah.
Why
The
don't
butterflies
Are
that
you
are on your
killing any
back.
of this?
The butterflies on
Yeah,
your
I
back
know.
immediately fly up and land on your hand.
I just tell you, get rid of that thing. They want to eat that.
I'm if I see them going towards it, the first animal that gets within range, I'm going to booming blade
Oh.
and stab.
Why?
There's 2 moths on your hand. There's a couple birds in the tree, and then that spider's
Booming
coming up on
blade
you.
the moth.
And I'm going to, I'm going to, hopefully that sound gets them to, like, forget about this.
So you stab a moth, and then boom!
He'd stab him off.
And
Wow, that's
the
impressive.
spider,
He like holds his hand up and goes, pew! Cuts the moth right in half, and he's like, got him. Yeah, boom! Explodes right in his
for
face.
just a second, the spider, hungry, Hungry.
Man, they're
I want
still
it.
just at it.
I want it.
What is it? What's in there?
Give it to me.
It's the poison. They shouldn't eat it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say it's probably like it's a little late for that. The amount you have is nothing compared to what's down there.
You saying this in uses animal speak still on?
No. I'm in.
Okay.
I can switch back and forth. Why don't you just get rid of it?
I need to look at it. I need to analyze it with the notes that I have.
A bird lands
Well,
on
I
your,
haven't-
lands on your shoulder.
All you gotta do is put a
Crow.
little on your pinky.
Booming
pinky,
blade.
taste it.
Poof, just feathers.
Hmm.
Dang,
Tell
you
them to
really
get
hate
back.
animals.
Or there will be more.
These animals, as you stab, well, the moth was not really easy to check, but the bird, like, it didn't even try to get out of the way. When you moved, it just
Sheesh.
stab,
You just took the hit.
just took it.
Yeah.
It was fixed. And Sonny, you can kind of
Um,
see this fixed on that red vial.
Are its insides showing? Are they weird and gross?
Give me a nature
You're really
or medicine
making this
check.
Stop
conversation
it!
with these animals
There is-
really hard.
Like, feathers went flying everywhere, and it is in a heap on the ground now. At
And all
first
of them are
glance, it
gone.
seems just like a dead bird.
It's for one.
Yeah. I mean, you really hit it hard. But it was just a bird, so it's hard to tell. You can't do an autopsy on this thing.
I rolled a
Not while
one.
I'm running around in circles from the spider.
Isn't your specialty is like forensics, isn't it?
Mine is, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really tell. You don't see anything different. Nothing stands out. Like there's no ooze coming out of it or anything.
Well then,
Seems like a bird.
you're either gonna have to get rid of that thing or figure it out what it is. Like now.
Spider crawls up on your foot.
No, it doesn't. Stab it to death.
Hungry!
Yeah, I hear all the
Yeah,
bird
you
going,
hear all the
all the death.
That
hurts. Oh God. And I'm like, man, why do you keep doing this? This is brutal.
Can I just give him like
I
a little
don't
drop?
like animals. They're fine on their own. But
Doesn't mean you gotta blow them
not
up.
with me.
Man, what kind of
Yeah,
elf are you that doesn't
They
like
won't
animals?
stop.
Well, just get rid of the thing.
I don't want to. Let's take one more look at it.
Is it like a full
Take
vial?
a very long look at it. To try
no,
to
it's-
to discern.
It's like a little shot's worth of.
Oh, a
liquid.
little shot
Yeah.
worth?
It's like a good sized
I say,
vial, but only maybe a quarter or
Why
half
don't
of it
you
full.
pour a little bit on the floor?
Yeah, and then we
What am
can
I
keep
trying to
walking.
say?
Yeah,
Okay, and I'll uncork it and just put a little bit of it out
Like a
on the
drop.
on the floor there, and like recork it, and I'm like, I'm going to town, and I start booking.
yeah. Then we, I start following it.
Okay. The last bird that was up there, and the other butterfly, both immediately go to the drop, and they start birds pecking it, and they're like working together on this stuff. And Sunny Cheeks, you hear, it's so good. They're just like loving this
So
stuff.
creepy.
Did they stop following us? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
If I
And
get a piggyback ride, can I speak with plants on the way?
is anyone watching them, or are you all taking off?
I'm taking off.
I'm running away. I don't know if anyone else. Is
Yeah,
sticking
I'm
around.
taking
I'll
off too.
stand there and watch it for a minute.
Okay.
I'll stick with. Yeah, I'll stick with.
So it's hard to tell with the butterfly, but the bird, he gets his little beak full, and he just kind of sits there, just really real lethargic.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, just like zoned out.
Oh,
God.
Bird
me,
weed.
You got any like Cheetos or something?
No joke. He's just chilling there. Dude. He's had that little drop, and he's like, "I'm ready to just hang out."
oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. So I'm watching this bird. It is blasted.
Yeah.
And it is sitting there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it?
That's really strange. I'm gonna go pick up the bird.
Oh.
He sits there and he looks at you as you come over. Let you pick him up.
And I'll just carry him with me, like my
Okay.
little buddy, back to town.
Yeah.
Maybe to see like a druid who knows about animals, or like somebody who reads books who knows about animals.
He is not like trying to get away or anything. He
Yeah.
you don't even have to hold his wings down. He goes wherever you want him to go.
Did Sarah notice that with the fish? Were the fish eating this and then like just like chilling back under
He
the water?
he didn't really investigate. He just saw there was a lot of fish down
Should
there.
have him look harder.
Were the schools moving, or were they all just sitting still?
They were just floating.
The bird isn't. He's not like stoned out of his mind. He's just.
He's just like an
extremely
He's
relaxed.
like in a trance. state.
Give me a bird insight check.
Bird insight. You got speak with animals.
Yeah.
This tracks.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a 20!
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I know all about
Who
birds.
knows
This bird
about birds?
is he's still a bird, and you figure he's still muscles are still working and everything, but he is just happy to do whatever you want him to do. You put him in your hand, he goes there. If you want to put him on your shoulder, he goes there. Yeah. He is subdued,
Complacent.
subjugated, complacent.
Oh, it's like subjugation juice. It's like subjugation Gatorade. I got it.
Gatorade.
I never had that flavor.
Have you tried the new subjugation?
Really gets you going. So potent, animals attack you for it.
Really helps out with your workout because you stop doing it.
Yeah. That's it. All right. I guess I'll try to catch back up with everyone.
I'll follow.
So you're gonna go back all the way back to town, right?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
the plan.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
yes, I am doing that.
As the walk continues, you see a few more animals. You never really noticed any big animals in this forest. There's no like wolves or deer. You never saw any of them. You still don't see any of them. But you do see occasional squirrel and birds, some insects, and they are all kind of making their way in that direction. No one else seems to
Following?
be, huh?
Following me?
No, to
just
where you
moving
came
it.
to where you came from, coming from somewhere and going like crossing your
Towards
path.
the
And,
cave.
We gotta get back to Kale like as fast as possible. I think.
you get a couple of bugs that like will land on you, and arrows. You know how sometimes there's always one person that attracts all the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's Eru today.
That's for
Right.
walking. All you just keep going.
Eru just swatting them. They're like, you guys are like, this is a nice walk. No bugs out here, and Eru's just swarming them.
I hate nature.
I need
All you
a
have to do is get rid of that thing.
I do need a con check at about the 6 hour mark.
This is not gonna go well for me. Oh well, look at
Oh,
that! I'm determined. I
wow.
hate nature. I gotta get out of here.
15.
In that time, in those 6 hours, you had about 3 earthquakes. It's spaced a couple hours apart, earthquake, and each one was a little bit bigger than the last one. They seem to be getting a little worse. They're not terrible still, but they're last a minute or two.
All right.
Okay, and then the remaining 6 hours to get to, or I guess 4 hours more to get to town. There's less animals over here, but occasionally you see one going that way. Again, more earthquakes every couple hours, more earthquakes. And as you get to the town, it's at, what time is it now? It's like 3 in the afternoon now.
Ooh.
In the afternoon, jeez,
Jeez.
that's a long walk.
You left at like 5, like 5 to 10 hour
I
walk.
mean 9 a.m. right? Because it was like 5 a.m. when we started moving. It was like 4 more hours.
No, because you were at it was a 10
Oh,
hour
like at
walk
the-
from the cave. And that was,
Oh, okay.
was that at 5? No, you're right. You were at, yeah, because it was 5, because it was yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 in the afternoon. somewhere there. As you get to the town, you almost don't see the town. You don't recognize it at first because there is no town wall anymore. It is just all overgrown. It's
Oh.
you get the only reason you notice is because it's a straight line of tree and shrub that has grown over this wall.
Man, I pushed through the night for that.
Guys, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, you're sleepy. The gate is just, you can see the gate where it was. Vines are kind of all growing over it, and it's just open. There's no one standing there. And you go into town. The first, it's not a wide town. It's all kind of built on the edge. The first good, about to where your inn was, about to where the market was. So the first, about 50 to 100 feet worth of the town as you go inside.
Yeah.
You had some shops over there. That has all completely been overtaken by this forest. And now it looks almost like a village. Like half the town is an old ruin, like an old Mayan ruin, with grass and things all growing over it. And then the other half is a new town. And just there's a very clear line there, and you can see there's some people on the other side of that. And there's some guards there. And they've it seems like they've kind of formed a line there. And you can see some people with torches walking by and kind of torching some things, trying to keep this push back. The guards see you coming in. They nod to you. They recognize you. Welcome back.
I see it's gotten worse.
Yep. We lost the whole east side's gone. Clinging on to this.
What about the docks? Are they fine?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Well, the docks here are artificial, then. Okay, well, anyways, let's just...
Head over to... Is the inn covered in vines?
No. It's just, it's like the edge of it is starting to climb up the wall a little bit, but they're doing what they can to kind of keep that push back. And there's a good dozen or so guards that aren't on guard duty anymore. They got a torch in hand, and anytime they see, like, you can see them, actually see the vine start to kind of start scooting forward, and they put a torch to it. The vine will go, and they run over, torch it, to try to keep this line of vegetation.
Round up.
There is some activity at the docks. And the other guard sees Buren along with you and says tells him the governor needs to speak with you. He's been looking for you. So Buren's, all right.
All of our eyes are all bloodshot. Like, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm going with this guy. I'm not going in here to hear this conversation.
The guards are pretty worn out. Like, you can tell they're pretty worn out too. They're on double shifts and all that. Saturday at Pizza Hut. That's how they feel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe don't eat the fish for a while, and I'll follow Buren.
What fish? I haven't been fish for weeks.
Cool.
Fish for weeks.
They're all over on the other side of the island snorting cocaine.
So you head in. Buren will lead you guys over to the governor. You know where he's at, but he'll go with you. You can see that they apparently have decided, just from your insight, a lot of the townsfolk have decided it's time to leave. And there's some wagons setting out.
Amazing.
People are like loading up their wagons with their stuff, and people are packing up.
Wagons? Where are they going by wagon?
Well, they're carts. Sorry, not wagons. Carts.
Oh, okay.
like a red flyer is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
They're going to caulk the wagon and float across the ocean.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what they're gonna do, dude. Paddle.
So you go in the governor's office, and what's her face there in the front leads you in. She says, he's waiting for you. And you guys go into the back room where the governor is. And he says, where have you been? Buren.
Well, we were trying to find your druid.
He says, I think we fixed it. There was an infection. And we did it. We went in there and we cleaned it all up.
And by we, he means us.
He says, you wouldn't have found it without me.
I mean,
It's my map.
You did great, Buren. Everything's fine. But it doesn't look like it's done. Look, the town.
Yeah, and then he's kind of stuttering a little bit, and the mayor's like, well, I guess we gotta leave. These folks came in and said, Kale says we gotta leave. I said, I don't want to listen to you. What do you think? And Darren says, well, I don't know. I think we fixed it.
I don't think we did.
Give us some time to rest, and we can see what Kale has to say.
Time? I don't think we have time. Look at this place. You
You're
said
gonna give us at least 8 hours.
when you came in here before, you told me we got a week. That's
Well, if you'd have listened to my advice the
Two and a
first
half-
time we showed
two
up,
and a half
none of this
days.
would have happened.
He says, I appreciate your efforts, but you watch your tone with me.
Call lightning.
Oh man.
Sonny
Just
Cheek
hold-
snaps.
Hold the forest back as long as you can. Just give us a little bit of
We
time.
can hold it back. We've been trying to hold it back, and we have to keep giving up land. We've lost the whole half side of the town.
Has it accelerated or decelerated in the past 10 hours?
It's accelerated. Last night was the worst.
Not great.
We can't keep up with it. And we don't have enough people to push it back, even if we did. So we got a couple boats coming in here in the next couple days. I hope they make it, because that's our only way out of here. We can try those fishermen. They've got boats. We can pack everyone in there if we need to. It's gonna be a rough journey across the sea, though.
How
Well,
long did it take
there's
to
no
get
other
from
islands
the
near
gate to where it is now?
Half of that was last night. We had to push back to before the market. It took over half the market last night
Okay, well then I guess.
and going into today. People are panicking. Have you seen? I'm sure you've seen Kale.
Yeah, we want to go talk to Kale, but he's so far away. I need to sleep.
He's so far away.
Sleep.
Yes, that is
Yes,
what
we've
you
been
have to
awake
do
for too long.
sometimes.
I've been awake for a long time too, and I'm a lot older than you.
Hmm.
We need
Oh,
you.
you
But
out
you don't cast any spells. Or...
exploding spiders because I was.
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
saving a town.
No, you're not. If you would have, you would have done it 3 days ago. I just walk out.
We'll do what we can. Just give us as much time as you can. We'll walk out by the docks. Are there any first off, are there any decent ships out there, or is it all just fishing boats?
There's define decent ship.
Something I could sleep in.
I mean, you can sleep in any of the fishing boats. They're not rowboats.
Well, okay, something that might have an open room for me to sleep in, not already occupied.
Oh, probably not. Just by the looks of it, you assume that the fishermen probably sleep on their own boats. Why buy a house when you can sleep on your boat? But if they're not using it during the day, and you notice there's a lot of fishermen that are here. None of them are. There's a few that are out there, you gather, but there's a lot of fishermen that are here. It's 3 in the afternoon. Normally they'd be out.
The docks here, though, are like artificial docks. They're constructed docks.
Yeah.
We'll just take a nap on the dock. How many people do that? There's some really nice looking pile of rope around here that I could just like pass out on.
Yeah, there's plenty of spots.
I'm just gonna find one.
Nice. You see,
I'm
you
gonna
hear,
go try to find one
you hear
of the
some.
fishermen that we talked
You don't
to.
see any seagulls around, but you hear some overhead, and they're flying above, and they're heading southeast.
they're going to the big drug hit over there. Is that southeast from here?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume it is.
What'd you say, Isaac?
I'm gonna go try to find one of the fishermen that we that I had talked to previously,
Yeah, you find him. He's out there.
and I will ask him kindly if I can borrow his boat to rest and meditate for 4 hours
Hey,
without being interrupted.
You see, I don't remember what his name was.
Dan
Dan?
with 2 A's.
Yeah, Dan. It was Dan.
Damn.
I don't have that written down. Oh, there it is. I didn't
Dan,
mark him.
Dan the man.
So yeah, you see him. He's just sitting on his boat. He's just sitting there. Got his straw hat, bear folk, kind of lounging back, and you walk up to him and he says, "Ah, what do you want?" You ask him.
Need a place to rest.
Sure, go ahead. There's nothing for me to do here. There's no fish in the water anymore.
I have the story to tell you about that, but after. And I will flip him a silver piece. Say, please just don't disturb me for 4 hours, okay?
Whatever.
And I am going to meditate.
What's the rest of you want to do?
Going to sleep.
I'll
Sarik
rest.
Sarik is tired.
I'm resting on those nice ropes.
Krog?
I'm resting too.
Just sleeping around the town?
Just finding.
Just yeah.
4 hours go by.
Oh, that's not enough time for me.
4 hours go by for Eru.
How do I feel?
You feel meditated.
Okay. I'm not exhausted. How does a long rest work here for me?
This won't get you a long rest. This will get you a short rest.
Okay, that doesn't really help me.
You'll need a long time for a long rest.
Okay, but like the meditation part, the sleeping part is over.
Yeah. You just need
Or,
like it's the same as like the party. You'll need like a good like a 24-hour kind of like restful period.
Okay, we do need 24 hours even in town. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, how do we changed the rules on that? Now we got it confusing. I'll say that like you are in the middle of getting a long rest. As long as you don't get anything excitement like any action combat, then 24 hours in town, shopping and doing town things, that's considered long rest time. Just as long as you're not
Well, I got
murdering anyone.
I got
or
the sleep
whatever.
part done, so I'm gonna go back out and talk to Dan and tell him about all the fish
Okay.
on the southeast side.
And as soon as you start saying that, he starts getting his boat ready.
Be careful. They might have, and I'll pull out the vial. They might have eaten this, and if they did, you should not eat them. I'm
Why?
not sure what this is yet, but we saw some of the animals trying to eat this, and they were very complacent afterwards.
Complacent. Like, really easy to catch?
Yeah.
Anyone, are they dead?
I don't think so. But if you eat it, it might make you complacent to some degree or worse. We don't know what the full effects of it yet.
He says, unless you got more of that, and he holds up his silver piece, unless you got a lot more of that, I gotta go make some money.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, eating it could be deadly.
Well, we'll let the governor figure that out.
Good luck.
He starts untying his ropes, and you see a little extra spring in his step. And see,
He's gonna be like
you can
Forrest
see
Gump
the
after
other
the storm.
the other fishermen are kind of starting to poke their heads up. What's he doing? Where does he think he's going? Everyone's watching him, but
Should
he
be all to yourself, Dan.
gets his ship done, and sails unfurl, and out he putters, or out he floats.
Is the market open? Did they move it, or is it gone?
No, it's there. They've just pushed it back, so
Have things to
they're
sell.
they're kind of sharing stalls and kind of pushed it up where the there was where the town market was, and there was the big open square, which is like where the circus was set up. They've pushed themselves all into that square.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sell the goods that I got while they're still open.
Okay.
I got. What do I got? I got a longsword, and I'm not gonna try to haggle much. I'm just gonna take whatever they'll give me.
They'll give you half of the player's handbook price minus. I will just do half player's handbook price just for the sake of being easy.
For simplicity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 longbows, a longsword. That's
As everyone else is
57
sleeping
gold.
and he's in there in the market, you get a big earthquake. The ground
Uh-oh.
really starts to shake, and you see a couple of the tents topple over. This is by far the biggest one you've had since you've been here, and everyone immediately they start grabbing things, and it's going on for a while. And of course, people are looking to Kale and see what's going on. Kale is real dim, but then pulsing real bright, and going back dim again, and then pulsing real bright, and going back dim again. And the ground is shaking pretty substantially. And then as it shakes, the vines start encroaching in even further. And there's some shouting going on. They're trying to hold it back, but it is pushing in, and they can't do anything about it. And after the minute or 2 minutes of this quake, it's pushed another 5 feet in. And it's so thick, it's almost as if that's where it always was. It's growing up on. It's all the way up to the side of the wall of the inn, starting to come into the side rooms.
Dang.
And Kale is back dim again.
I want to, after I sell that stuff, I want to just sort of try to walk through the populated areas and listen in on if there's any conversations that are.
The conversations you get are the people are just basically selling. There's a lot of selling going on, a lot of buying going on. The selling is people just keep selling all the stuff that they've got, trying to sell them to these merchants. These merchants that are here are stocking up on what they've got, waiting for their ship to come in. That's what you're gathering, so they can grab their stuff and just get out, because there's a sense of worry amongst everyone. A lot of folks are selling their belongings, getting ready to leave. Any of the supplies, like travel supplies, cloaks, packs, those are gone. People are already buying those up. But the conversations you get are just people concerned, and it's like a day before a ice storm.
They're out of toilet paper everywhere.
They said the storm's gonna last a whole 1 day, and they've wiped out the entire supermarket.
Gotta get the bread and milk.
We
said
might die if we
snow.
don't. Oh my god. Well, do we want to go back to the tree? We're not gonna
You
get
rested
arrested
enough
this
to
rate.
do that?
Probably not. I didn't get a short rest because I already had a short rest. I would have to stick around here for a while longer, and the quakes aren't getting any worse.
I don't think it's wise for us to try to venture out into it without being rested. I think
Okay,
if Kale
then.
takes the island, then Kale takes the island.
I'm more worried about Kale dying before we get to him, but yeah, that's fine too. As
If you
the
rest,
cards lie.
the amount of time that you would take to rest, probably the amount of time it would take to walk there, given how thick this is now.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. All right, well I'm gonna go back to my pile of ropes then.
Have a nice rope nap.
As you go back to your pile of ropes, there's a couple folks that are paying fishermen to transport them.
I thought you were going to say there's someone else who's nestled up on your ropes.
You're a rope thief.
It looks real comfortable when I saw you laying on it.
You see one fisher boat take some passengers, family, and they
Yep,
putter out. And you see someone else get the idea, and so another fisherman, and the fishermen start getting ideas like, hey, get some money out of this, and so they start getting. There's a couple others that go, not all of them. You got another half dozen boats here.
What about
Blue moss? Again, a couple more hours. A big quake wakes everyone, shakes the town. This one's like one of the some of the walls starts kind of crumbling back, and the wall's covered by vines starts crumbling back, and you can hear there's some damage with this one. And then 2 more hours, it happens again. This is your short rest cue as you guys are awoken again with a short rest complete. As another massive quake. The market with this last quake, the market like the whole market crumbles in on itself. They start trying to pick things back up. Some of the merchants are starting to pack things up.
I have just a short rest. If that gave me a short rest, then we can go.
You can go.
Well, I can go.
Have I got my short rest?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm ready to leave.
I can take one person with me.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, you step out. You turn it into a bird. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shift into a bird.
Wait, am I really taking Zarik? Zarik, are you going?
Yes.
All
I
right.
don't want to be here anymore. I
I don't want to be here
before I
anymore.
started.
Sounds like you're gonna drop him off somewhere.
As I'm flying over, I'm just
Yeah.
like, see you later, Zarik.
Yeah,
Let him go.
literally. Like,
Okay.
These
okay,
are
bye.
full hit dice, short rest, right?
You grab Zarik,
Alright.
you fly up, and you get about 30 feet up, and you can kind of get a good view on what's going on up here. And you can see this town is just a little patch now. There's
Yeah.
forest all around. You go up, and what was this massive island has completely shrunk. There's the west side. You can see it plain as day is right there. Like
Ooh.
miles of this thing has started to come in.
Yeah.
And you're flying up, and you can see the waters kind of still has that red tint over there to the east. You can see a boat over there.
Okay.
And as you get up and you get to where you start heading that direction, Kale like shudders, and this bright flash comes from Kale. The whole tree lights up like the sun. Bright flash. The island starts quaking, and this loud scream, yell, fills the air, coming from Kale. As Kale wakes. And that's where we'll end.
Oh,
All right.
oh my.
I had to end early tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably have one more session. Should have one more session next week. Before a vacation.
Okay. Yep.
And there'll be a big break.
A big
So-
break.
Big break. So like a 5-week break.
Oh,
4
wow,
week?
that's a big
5
break.
week?
4-week break.
Cool.
Oh, it's 3 week.
Will be, I don't know.
Numbers? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
2,
forgot how
3,
numbers
4.
work.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. A 3-week break.
Oh, okay.
Back on May 9th.
boy.
Hopefully May 9th.
Isaac knows your schedule better than you.
Dang.
Actually, I may not make it back on May 9th.
Oh.
I think I'll be coming in late then, so maybe a 4-week break.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll let you know.
Fantastic.
So I'll try to go out on a high note.
Goodbye.
We'll try to go out on like a end of a thing. Oh, go ahead and level up.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Ah, dang.
Excellent.
I'll do it.
Hanging with those animals leveled us up.
So it's the booming blading those mobs.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That pushed me over the top.
You were like
right
3
there.
experience away from the level.
Yeah,
and boom, boom, boom. Got it.
Got it. We got
Nice.
0.25 of an XP each.
Cool.
All right. Sleepy time. Bye, everybody.
You gonna roll your hit dice? You want to do it off?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, hit die.
Hit dice,
Ooh,
yes.
I get an ASI.
What is my hit die?
That's a good question, because I don't know mine either.
I think mine's a D8.
Yeah, mine's a D8.
I think mine's a D10, right? Or is it D?
It's a
Not
D8.
fighter. Oh, it is.
Mine's a D8. What did I
So-
get?
Roll it. No, I rolled a 1.
Hey, I got a 5.
Baseball.
Yes. 11. Oh wait, no,
Hey,
not
nice.
11.
Okay.
I got
7.
2.
You got a
All
2
right.
hit dice?
I rolled a 1.
I'll reroll ones.
Oh, okay, yeah, sweet.
It is a D10. All right.
Yeah, that's not great, but it's better.
You roll.
Nice.
That'd be
Hey.
Ooh, look at
Sweet.
that.
Nice.
nice.
I gained 15
Tanky,
HP this
tanky.
level between my hit die and I got an extra point in con.
Nice.
Wow. What'd you get? 6, Francisco?
I got a what did I roll?
Yeah, I see ya.
6 plus 1, 7. Yeah.
And then this is level. You're
10.
level 10 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Everyone can stick with your. You know what you? Are you gonna stick with your class?
Yep. I'm taking
Yeah,
another
I
level in rogue.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Have to look.
Got
Just pick
yeah, I
up
got
a
the
different.
ASI and now I'm took
Pick
one
up
in
my
con and one
conversion.
in charisma, so those are both even numbers now. So
10 hit points, good for David.
I know.
that's very good.
What you got? What's your hit points at now?
90.
Wow.
90.
Additional features. What are these? Okay, I'll look at this stuff later. I'm gonna go to bed.
Good
All right.
night.
See y'all
everyone.
next week. Hopefully.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.